The thumbnail makes it quite obvious about what I'm going to be talking about today. And I think this is one of my first celebrity collection type videos that I've done. Previously I've covered Doctor Strange, but that's a character and not an actual person. So this is a fresh start to a new series. And I think you might already know Alu Arjun from Pushpa, obviously. And with the release of Pushpa 2, he is back in the news again. Not like he needs an introduction, but I'll still say a few lines about him. He is an Indian actor who works in the Telugu cinema, and he's one of the highest paid Indian actors right now. With the release of his new movie Pushpa 2, I think it's appropriate to talk about him and his watch collection. So he came under my radar recently through this comment which I saw on a reel. The reel itself was talking about him being spotted wearing a Casio, and he commented this officially under the post saying, Casio is not just a watch that shows time, it shows the time we came from. And I was like, okay, he's definitely a watch enthusiast because Casio is a god tier brand. I think almost every watch enthusiast knows that. So today let's talk about his collection, and of course, because we are talking about Casio, let's start with Casio watches that he owns. Here he is spotted wearing the Casio Full Metal G-Shock GMW B5000D. So this Full Metal G-Shock is actually on the pricier side of a Casio lineup. It retails at 47,995 rupees, and that is because obviously, as the name suggests, it's a full metal G-Shock. So already it's a G-Shock, that means it's very durable and tough, plus it's full metal. Secondly, it also has Bluetooth connectivity, and that feature is a very useful feature. It connects to your smartphone and such. Other than that, it has other normal G-Shock features like 20 bar water resistance, shock resistance. It also has stable solar power. Overall, definitely a classy and good addition to any watch collection because it looks great and also it is very durable. Moving on to a very iconic and recognizable Casio watch, the A158WA, also known as the metallic cousin of the F91W. I myself am a proud owner of this watch, and it is a very affordable watch. He is seen wearing this multiple times. This watch retails for 1695, and there's not much to say about this watch that hasn't already been said. It's a good looking watch, it's at a good price, and it's durable. So it's overall a very good watch to have in your collection, and especially if you're just starting out a new watch collection, this would be a great addition because this is a watch which you can wear anytime, anywhere. So the A158 is from the Vintage series by Casio, and the next watch that I'm going to be talking about is also from the Vintage series. Here he is seen wearing the AQ230A, which again I have made a video about. That is the Anna Digi watch by Casio. Another iconic watch with a very unique style where you get both an analog and a digital display both in one watch. There are also many color variants in this watch if you want. This watch retails at 2395. Again, a very affordable watch and a great watch if you're starting out a new collection. Another watch from the Vintage series, the Casio A700WG, and this watch is a bit different from others by Casio because this is in the lineup of one of the most thinnest watches that they have ever made, and it is quite thin. So if you already do own a Casio, you know that they are quite light. It's not like they're very heavy and that you'll feel the weight on your wrist, but this is even thinner than the normal Casios that you get and even lighter. It has the classic digital display and a very vintage look to it, obviously because it's from the vintage collection, and it retails at 5295, and that cost is a bit too high just because of how thin it is. Otherwise the features are quite the same. There is the same feature of having a stopwatch, 24-hour, 12-hour display, a backlight, etc. etc. Just the thinness of the watch marks up the price a bit. This is the watch that he wore in the reel on which he commented, and this is the Casio Vintage B650WB. Though it might look like a G-Shock from afar maybe, but it is not. It has the square shape and a little bit of a bulky look, but it is just from their vintage series. The only thing unique about this watch is that it has a negative display and that it has a higher water resistance than other Casio watches. It has a water resistance of 50 meters. It retails for 4,995. So these were the affordable watches from his collection, all from the iconic brand Casio. Anyways, now moving on to his luxury collection. Let's start with another classic luxury brand, Cartier. Here he is wearing the classic Cartier Santos, but not just any Santos, the Cartier Santos Dumont, which is different than other Cartiers because it features a more compact case ranging from 27 mm to 34 mm, while the normal Cartier Santos has a larger case ranging from 35 mm to 39.8 mm. If we are talking about luxury brands, then how can we leave out Rolex? Here you can see him wearing the Rolex Oyster Perpetual, reference number 1165200016. The Rolex Oyster Perpetual is known for its classic and timeless design. It is a certified superlative chronometer. The Rolex Superlative Chronometer is a certification of quality assurance that ensures Rolex watches exceed standard chronometer precision and performance criteria. And as the name suggests, it's a perpetual watch, meaning that it can keep track of days, weeks, months, and even leap years without manual adjustment for decades. Here you can see him wearing a Hublot Big Bang original steel watch. And Hublot gets slandered by the watch community and it gets very hated on. And some of the reason is just like because of social media. Some people start saying that they don't like it, they hate the brand, and so it starts becoming like a trend to hate the brand itself. But some reasons why the Hublot watches are disliked is one, because of the price. Some say that the watches are overpriced, and they say this because the price of the watch does not match with the feel and the quality of the watch that you buy. And some say that the designs are tacky and childish, and that for the amount that you're paying, the designs really don't do much for them. They say that the designs are flashy and they lack the luxurious feel that you get from other brands in the same price range. Also, this brand is quite new. It was just founded in 1980, so some say that it is not that old, so it does not have that much of horological history attached to it. A lot of the brands are very expensive just because of the amount of heritage and history that they have attached to them. And a history of a brand is a big reason why people might buy it over others, because you are also buying just like a piece of history, a piece of art. And if a watch brand doesn't have that much heritage, some people don't really see a point in paying that much money for it. But it's not like no one is buying their watches. It's not like they're an unsuccessful brand. But on social media, you'll see a lot of memes and a lot of just opinions which are negative about the brand. Personally, I cannot like give a proper opinion if I completely like or dislike the brand, because I've never held or even research that much about a Hublot watch, so I don't think I'll give a proper opinion. But I'm just informing you all about what the general public feels about this brand. He also owns a Richard Mille 029 in titanium. And Richard Mille is again like a controversial brand, because some people say that Hublot gets hate, and why does not Richard Mille? People say that the watches look very similar, and they put up the same argument saying that like if Hublot's watches are flashy, tacky and kiddish, then why doesn't Richard Mille get the same hate? Some people say that the watches are quite similar. Some people say that Richard Mille watches stand out on like a red carpet or in public. But like so do Hublot's, right? Even their designs are quite flashy, as some haters say. They're using the same point to hate on one brand and to like love another brand. So this is kind of like a very dicey topic, and again I cannot comment completely if I like the watch brand or dislike it, because again I haven't had a chance to review a Richard Mille watch properly. But yes, this is what the stand is for now. Here he is wearing a Breitling Avenger Hurricane 45. And this is an iconic Pilot's chronograph from the brand Breitling. One of the special things about this chronograph is that it has the bright light. Compared to other watches and such, these watches are extremely lightweight. And this extraordinary weight saving comes from the bright light case. A material that Breitling was quick to point out is not carbon fiber, but rather a completely new and Breitling exclusive case material. And just because it's lightweight does not mean that it's not strong. It is both strong and rigid. It's over 3 times lighter than titanium and nearly 6 times lighter than steel. But the bright light is also naturally anti-magnetic, hypoallergenic, and is very safe against corrosion or scratches. And all these features give it like another layer of protection which goes with Breitling's brand image of like having a military or a navy watch. Next up, the 7 Friday M308 Chrome. 7 Friday is a watch brand that you might not have heard a lot about. Their watches are known for their bold industrial designs and often feature square or rounded cases inspired by machinery. They primarily use Japanese Miyota automatic movements, which are known for reliability but are not like high-end luxury. Their dials are complex with multiple layers and textures, often including exposed movements and skeletonized sections. Moving on to another brand that I've made a video about, Panerai. Here he is seen wearing the Panerai Luminor Marina. The Panerai Luminor Marina watches are known for their robust design, featuring a patented crown protecting device, luminous Arabic numerals and hour markers. And obviously there has to be a crown protecting bridge or like device because that is like a staple of Panerai. And because it's Panerai, there has to be a crown protecting device because it's like a staple of their brand, and also a great lume. And like the name suggests, this does have that, the Luminor Marina. Other than that, these models are also water resistant up to 300 meters, making them suitable for diving and other water activities. Another luxurious watch brand that everyone has heard of in the watch community is Audemars Piguet. Here he is seen wearing the AP Royal Oak Offshore, an iconic watch brand and an iconic collection from the brand, one of the biggest and most popular collection, the Royal Oak collection. The Royal Oak is a design which has been classic for more than 50 years. The bezel is so distinctive that it has built like a brand image for itself. You will know if someone is wearing this particular Royal Oak AP even from afar because the bezel is so iconic now. Next is a very underrated brand, the Graham Chronofighter GMT. And at like just the first glance, you can see that this watch is very different from like every other watch because it has this lever type of thing next to the dial. And that lever is what makes this watch so cool. The Chronofighter is inspired by a World War II era instrument used to measure time lapses between bomb drops, reflecting its military heritage. It features a distinctive trigger mechanism on the left side, which not only protects the crown but also activates the chronograph function, making it practical and, of course, very, very unique. You cannot see this anywhere else. This watch brand is so underrated in the watch community. Like, even I found out about this just because of this video. I had no prior information about this brand, even though it is so unique. And this trigger function is like, where else do you see this? Next up, the Roger Dubuis Excalibur Spider Huracan. I hope I did not mispronounce any of those words because all of them were not anything I'm familiar with. Anyways, this is another very underrated watch brand in the watch community, and I found out about this only because of this video. This shows that he's really like a true watch collector because these brands are awesome. They have good quality, they have unique heritages, and even more like unique features. Anyway, Roger Dubois is a chronograph and it stands out as being truly exceptional. They have tons of different variations in size, materials, dials, and more. They're neither modern nor vintage. They have such a good like midpoint, and they're also such aesthetically pleasing, beautiful watches to look at. I mean, some watches look very plain and basic, no matter how expensive they are, but this watch dial has some kind of like personality attached to it. So, that was a very great watch collection of Alu Arjun. And if I am going to make this a series, this is a great person to start with. All the watches were amazing. And some of the brands were so underrated that even I didn't know of them. If you like this video, please let me know if I should make this a series or not. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for more.